Welcome to the Ultimate Hybrid Quest, Episode 1. My name is Dylan Bowling, and today I'm really excited to introduce to you this challenge and then also walk you through the data that I'm going to collect to give myself a benchmark and then to inform my training moving forward. So this challenge encompasses 3 parts. Part 1 is a 500-pound deadlift straight into a sub 5-minute mile. So as soon as the weight comes off the ground for the deadlift, time starts, and I've got to be through the finish line for the mile in under 5 minutes. Part 2 is a 315-pound bench press. Part 3 is to be able to dunk a basketball on a 10-foot rim. All 3 of these challenges are really tough within themselves. The challenge for myself is to complete all 3 of these on the same day though. My goal for this challenge is to complete this by May of 2026. That gives me about 8 to 9 months to be able to complete this challenge. So today, I'm going to walk you through the data that I'm going to collect. I'm going to attempt to dunk a basketball. I'm going to run a mile for time to see where my mile time is at. I'm going to perform a 1 rep max for the bench press. I'm going to perform a 1 rep max for the deadlift. And I'm going to get a DEXA scan done to see where my body fat is and where I can improve in that aspect as well. So this morning I went and got a DEXA scan done through BodySpec. Once you get a scan done, they generate this awesome report for you that gives you all of your information in one place. So as you see, the 2 markers I really want to go over are my body fat percentage and my total mass. So my body fat percentage right now is 15.4%, and my total mass is 207.3 pounds. I think for me to be able to complete this challenge, both are a little high, and I'm gonna have to lower both of them to be able to get to where I want to be. But step 1, I gotta go see if I can dunk a basketball. So now moving outside, going to attempt dunking a basketball. So this is attempt number 1 to see if I can dunk a basketball. Oh, close, but I just missed that first one. Attempt number 2, just missed that one too. Attempt number 3, and I got it. All right. The side view, that one just kind of bobbled in there. I'm gonna go for it again, make sure I can really get it. And do it consistently. Come through again here, and dunk it again. And here I am on the track, getting ready to attempt my 1 mile time. Hoping for something under 6 minutes here. I haven't ran more than 400 meters in about 6 months, so I'm going to be really happy if I can be under 6 minutes here. As I come around this first curve, I'm really trying to find a pace that I'm going to be able to hold on to for the whole mile. I'm trying not to go too fast to where I'm leaving it all out on the first lap, but I also don't want it to be too slow and to leave too much on the track. Come through the first 200 about 41 seconds. Probably a little fast for me, but it felt really good coming through. Coming through the first lap and some change in a minute 25. I was feeling really, really good at that pace. I knew it was a tad fast, and but I really wanted to hold on to something close to that 125 to 130 mark to get myself under 6 minutes for the entire mile. Coming through the 600 meter mark and right about 210. So about 45 seconds for that third 200, right where I want to be on that 6 minute pace. Coming through lap number 2 in 2:57, right on pace to be under 6 minutes. Right where I want to be right now. I remember as I was getting to this point in the run, I was thinking, man, you've gone pretty far. This is the farthest you've ran in 6 months. You know, you just end it right here. And I turned that thought off, and I said, no, I've got to go for this. I got 600 meters left. I got to give it my all, and I got to push through to that mile mark to see what my mile time is. Whether it's under 6 minutes where I want to be, or if it's over 6 minutes. I just remember thinking, I gotta lay it out here, all of it on the track right now, and just keep pushing forward. Coming through 1,200 meters, right about 427, 428, putting me right on pace to finish this mile and under that 6 minute mark if I can just hold on to it for this last lap here. Coming through, approaching this 1,400 meter mark, I was really feeling the fatigue in my legs, really feeling that lactic acid building up, and I remember thinking, all right, if you want to get under that 6 minutes, like your goal is, you've got to go now. And I remember just really driving my knees and pushing through on this curve to go for that sub 6 mile. I'm on this last straightaway here. Am I going to be able to make it in under that 6 minute mark? It's going to be close, and 5:58, just barely made it. Puts me at about a little over a minute. I got to shave off this mile. Now moving on to the bench. Starting off with 225 pounds on the bar. I feel like this is more of a warm up for me at times. Something I regularly lift and can lift in the gym every day, and just like that, making it look easy. Next up, moved up a little faster, 245 on the bar. I felt pretty confident with getting 245 today. Still moving easy. Moving up to 265, and although I regularly, rep 8 or 9 reps at 225 and 230, I don't lift as heavy as 265 pretty much ever, so I was pretty nervous about 265 and just barely got 265. Then moving up to 275, I was really excited to attempt this one, and really excited to see what I can do with where my bench is at right now. And let's see, unrack and controlling it down, and just can't get 275. And starting the deadlift off where I ended on bench, right at 275, moving easy. Moving up quick to 315. Easy. Now up to 365 on the deadlift. See if I can pull 365 today. Yep. Moving easy. And 365 is where I normally rep for deadlift. It's the highest I usually go, and so I don't typically pull 400 or higher. And 405 felt pretty easy. And moved up to 425, and you can see a lot of struggle with 425 and getting it up, and I just barely pull 425. I'm super excited after collecting all this data today, being able to see where I'm at now and then being able to know where I need to go moving forward. So, getting that DEXA scan done through body spec, being able to see my body fat percentage and my body mass, and then knowing that I'm going to have to drop both those numbers to be able to hit the goal that I want to. And then also, positive thing, I can dunk a basketball. My mile time's 5:58, and for not running more than 400 meters in the past 5 or 6 months, I think that's a really respectful time and something I can really be proud of for right now. But also knowing that I'm going to have to work really hard to get that mile time, and I'm going to have to drop it by probably more than a minute. I'm going to have to work really hard to get there. And then being able to bench 265 and deadlift 425 within an hour of the run, which I was a little fatigued from. So hitting all 3 of those marks within an hour of each other, I thought was really awesome. I'm probably a lot closer to actually benching, 285 and deadlifting 445, 450. So moving forward over these next 12 weeks, I know that I have to drop my body fat percentage and I have to drop my body mass while maintaining as much lean muscle that I can, and that's going to be the first step of this ultimate hybrid quest. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more and you want to follow me along this journey, feel free to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.